Devin Allen on the practice squad for the Philadelphia Eagles, so he's not here at his home track to race in the 110-meter hurdles, but plenty of top-flight hurdlers are here, Otto, as we begin to bring them all out, including a man who did finally make the podium for Team USA, Daniel Roberts.
Yes, he's made teams before, but he came home with his very first World Championship medal, and it was a bronze.
Freddie Crittenden had a breakthrough in the indoor season, winning a U.S. indoor title, got to the final in Hungary, so he's got momentum going into an Olympic year.
Here's the Olympic champion, Hansle Parchment of Jamaica. He got the silver behind Grant Holloway in Budapest in the final.
Let's see if Grant Holloway got any coaching from Noah Lyles on his entry.
Well, they are both three-time world champions, but a lot more reserved for the second fastest performer ever at the distance, Grant Holloway.
Still nice reception from the crowd. Maybe he'll show that charisma through the line and into his off-season. Shunsuke Izuima of Japan, just 23 years of age, but 13:04 was a breakout performance for him this year.
Yep, he made the final, finishing in 5th. The Swiss Jason Joseph, who was 7th in that World Championship final, will start here in lane 8. He's the European indoor champion at 60-meter hurdles this year.
Yeah, Joseph went on to set his lifetime best in Zurich on home soil, and Jamal Britt out of the University of Iowa will get the draw in lane number 9. Always easy to get good quality hurdlers from the U.S. to compete here, but they go up against the world's best here and the world champion matching up with the Olympic champion, and that will be the narrative going all the way to Paris next year.
Yes, the only person that's beaten Grant Holloway in a championship setting, Hansle Parchment. The world record, 12:80, and it turns 11 years old this year. Remember, Grant Holloway's personal best is on this track. That's the second fastest time ever, 12:81, set in the semifinal round of the Olympic trials 2 years ago.
Their season ends in about 13 seconds. Men's 110-meter hurdles. And Holloway quick and over the hurdle, leaving the Olympic champion behind. Daniel Roberts there, but now here comes Parchment. Parchment in the tail end of the race is beating the world champion as he says, see you in Paris.
Listen, this rivalry is not going away, and it's a real rivalry. It's not one where one person dominates. Parchment and Holloway go back and forth. This is actually Parchment's second victory in a row over the world champion, because he beat him in China as well. So a sub-13 and a personal best for Hansle Parchment. His previous personal best set just a few weeks ago, his previous personal best set in Paris was 12:94. He comes here, world leading time, and a personal best, as Holloway is relegated to silver. And the bronze medalist from Worlds also gets the bronze here. So the podium is intact, just in a different order, with Parchment winning, Roberts third, and Holloway in second.
Well, it was well documented in Tokyo. One of the oddest stories of Parchment almost not finding his way to the track to compete for that Olympic title. Thanks to a volunteer, he got himself to the track in time. And you know, again, this matters to both of them for different reasons, but they are going headstrong into a head-to-head matchup in Paris.
So here's another Xfinity 10G flight cam look. Grant Holloway is used to this now. He knows that if he does not put enough space between him and Parchment, this is what the second half can look like sometimes. That looked like a carbon copy of the Olympic Games when Hansle Parchment got him. He did a better job in Budapest, and that's why he was able to hold off Parchment at Worlds. But that's the one thing that's missing from Grant's resume, and that is the Olympic gold medal. So this rivalry will take us all the way to Paris, assuming these two are healthy. And Roberts, don't forget Broad Belt from Jamaica. There are other men who could upset them both. So we assume that the competitiveness in both of the hurdles, the women's 100 hurdles has it as well.
All right, so for the audience here, it may have been a bit of a shocker to see Hansle Parchment win today. But Grant, for you Your thoughts on the performance and wrapping up the season?
It was a long season, man. I literally geared up to peak at Worlds, and I did what I had to do. But he's the Olympic champion for a reason, So we gotta give him his props. But obviously next year is gonna be a new year, so it's always a chance for someone to be an Olympic champion.
Yeah, Daniel, you got your first World Championship medal a few weeks ago. What's it like to be back here and finally finish up the season?
It is. It's great to have a good season post the Worlds. Like you said, we peaked for that. So coming out here in the run of 13:07, it's a solid time. So I'm excited going to next year for sure.
All right, Freddie and Cordell, you guys are on the block too with this American contingent. What's going to happen next year?
The block is hot. I'm gonna call it Olympic Games. America gonna take 1, 2, 3.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. Okay.
3.
Damn,
1, 2, 3.
Cordy, you?
That's the fourth one of us.
Can't take 4.
Oh,
you
man.
can't take 4 to the Olympics.
Nah, I'm just excited to be back in the sport and actually get to train for a season and not get off the couch and go. So I'm excited for what the next year has for me because it's an exciting time, especially with a great group of guys like these ones.
Come here for a second. All right, so this is it. So Hansle Parchment in the mix. You guys are going to be going at it all next year. Is that right?
Of course.
America 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3. Of course, we'll be looking to break that party up. Of course, you know what I mean. But it's just a joy competing with the guys, and I
With all of it, it's just we're all like when you see this, it's the camaraderie of the hurdlers. We're all great friends on the track, but within those 12 seconds between those lines, we want to kill each other. So it's just one of the things, man. Every day it could be a new winner, and obviously Hansle showed his A game today, world lead. So props up to him. But next year is going to be anybody's story. So it's just up to us to write it.
All right, you guys keep the peace now. Dap him up and congratulations.
all the time.